Everybody with me? Hands up. Drop your fingers to your palm. Thumbs out. We're not actually going to use your thumbs. Bring your hands together, and you're just going to go back and forth, rubbing your fingernails together, kind of alternating which hand is on top and kind of leading. And you're going to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And there's believers and even experts that would say it can do 3 things. Number 1, improve the rate of growth for your hair. Number 2, fill in bare spots and patches by waking up dormant hair follicles. And number 3, extremely relevant to our beards, our beard health, our beard growth, it can help improve the DHT levels in your body. Now, all this is coming from a TikTok video that is absolutely blowing up. So many people are talking about it. It's racking up the views. And essentially, it's a lady that's describing this and going over the process and the thoughts and science behind it. And then at the end, she challenges you, the viewer, to go do your own research. Now, if you guys know me, if you know this channel, I absolutely love research, especially when it's kind of like in a challenging role. I'm big against any kind of confirmation bias. I didn't have an answer. I wasn't trying to prove this. I wasn't trying to prove it wrong. I just wanted to find out real information, and I spent a lot of time on this, and I am going to share with you what I found and give you my thoughts in the video. But first, I do have some calls to action and just a general welcome. Thank you for checking this out today. My name is Dan C. Bearded. If you guys don't mind, if this sounds interesting to you, or even if you just appreciate the content, if everybody could hit a thumbs up, that does make a big difference. And then also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. This channel's all about beards, beard health, beard care, and really is in the kind of mood of positivity and support. So I would love if you guys just considered that for once, right? And then if you are returning and you have been a subscriber, thank you guys so much. Okay, so rubbing your fingernails together can increase the health, the growth, everything of our beards, right? Sounds crazy. So let me tell you what I found. The experts, the believers, say that there are nerve endings below your fingernails that when you rub them together, more is better, but let's say 5 to 10 minutes a day, what it does is it sends a signal to your brain that then activates some cells of your hair follicle. Once that happens, all those things that we talked about really go into action is what they say and what they believe. And the one that really strikes me is that it says it regulates your DHT levels, kind of balances it out. It allows your body to process it, especially if you have that sensitivity to it. And I'm like, oh man, once they started speaking DHT and not just kind of like general terms, when I'm thinking about the beard, I'm like, maybe we have something here. So I dove in. I went to my research libraries. I went to the different sources. I went to look for all of the peer-reviewed journals, and I did find some information. First off, this is actually a yoga practice that has been going on for a very long time and has been passed down by generations. Truly, there have been lots and lots of generations that have been doing this, that believe in it. It's not just some TikTok fad. There's articles from the 1990s, from the 1980s, and it talks about it well before that, right? I know generations is more than that, but that's when I'm first starting to find some documentation. Now, let's get into the science of it. There's absolutely none. There are 0 studies. There's 0 really any real information other than just what people pitch, what they believe, right? There's no money in this. A company cannot make money off of it. There's no product to go with it. So there's no way that there's really going to be evidence or research. That's how these things kind of work. Anytime we talk about hair and skin and cosmetics, we usually do get some really interesting studies, but it's almost always done to try and find out if a company can make money or not. Right? One of the big things we talk about in the beard community on this channel is minoxidil, right? The active ingredient in Rogaine. There's study after study after study because companies believe they can make money. This is not going to make anybody money, so there's no real evidence to say that it's true, and there's no real evidence to say that it's not true. So all we can go by is anecdotal evidence, stuff that people say. Now that's going to be just as mixed as any of the logic that we have. There's some people that swear by this. Their grandmother cured her bald spots. Her father reversed his hairline and brought it back. And then other people say, you're crazy. You look silly. Don't be doing that. Here are my final thoughts. Did I really try this? No. I don't know how I would notice. I have a full beard. I have a healthy beard. It grows fast. So I'm not going to be the best one to really kind of dive in and try it. Do I personally think that this is that cure, that this is the magic, or even give it a chance? No, I don't. I believe that if there was something really to this, if somebody thought that there were actual nerve endings that are going to send a signal that can do something with DHT, which is responsible for your head hair loss for male pattern baldness, but also responsible for the health and strength of our beard, I think that that likely would have a chance to be looked at farther, and it just hasn't happened. So I don't think that this is the answer. I don't think that this is the magic cure, but I'm also not positive. I'm not 100%. I'm not completely casting it out. It is interesting, and it is fun to hear the stories of people that swear by it and that it goes from their grandma, that goes to their mother, and it's not just something that's just this new age social media fad that somebody talked about. It does pique my interest on this one. So to end with, number one, have you guys ever heard this before? Please don't be embarrassed. If this is something that your family has talked about, drop a comment. Did you see that TikTok video? Have you heard of this yoga practice? Give me your thoughts with your experiences on this. And then with the right kind of the mood, the angle, the lens of being positive, of not trying to just be like blaringly negative. What are your thoughts? I have a feeling most of you are going to be like, no, Dan, this is a bunch of malarkey. I'm right with you there. It doesn't make sense. But maybe, right? If you're someone out there that's like, you know what, Dan, I've got 5 to 10 minutes on my hands. I've got a couple bald spots on my beard. Why don't I give it a shot and I'll report back to you in a few months? That would be fantastic. Please consider it out there, and I cannot wait to hear you guys' thoughts on this one. It was just too big of a video and too specific to beards and DHT and hair growth for me not to cover. And at the very least, I found it interesting and I enjoyed my time researching. I hope you guys like talking about this as well. Let me know your questions, your thoughts, your experiences, your opinions, any of that down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you for watching today. One more time, Dan C. Bearded, stay bearded, and stay positive.